Oh, welcome back to Old Ridge Farm. This is, I think, episode 34, but I lose count after a while. Right, a little bit's been going on since the last day we finished the wheat. Just to bring you up to date with what's happening there, I just need to change the tractor over for what I've got on a job for this one. So we'll just drive this over the field 10. As I think I mentioned, I'm running a little bit short of animal feed, silage at the moment, so I talked to the major and borrowed his forage harvester just to do a little bit. Only got about 3 rounds times around field 10, just enough to half fill one of my silage bunkers. I've got that under wraps already, and I just want to start the cultivation field 10 ready for the rape, I think it is. I'm just going to swap these over because I need the JCB for more heavier work. Park is on the side of the road. I think what I'll do is I'll actually flatten it out and it won't fall over then. Not a good idea to have this fall over. So we've got this to do today. I'm going to try and get, I think it's 1 and 12 north done. Just drop that off, moving forward out the way. Should really be in cab for this, I find it easier. Just drop round to this one. No, I didn't put the brake on, but I'll keep my fingers crossed that nothing happens. Hook up to this. Don't actually want to fold it up because I need to make a course on here. I haven't got one for 10 for the 4.5. 7, 8, 9, 10. We start over the far side. I think it's south east. Up northeast, as you were, northeast and go south. I'm hoping I can get away with just 3 on the outside. We'll soon find out. Whoops. Oh, I had gone forward. Of course, I just fold that up again. As you see, we took some of the alfalfa out, and that's now going down for silage, but it'll be a little while before that's ready. Where it ends. Now where does it start? Oh, I could right over the other side. At least there's one thing that isn't going to trample the crops driving around, are you? Alright, in a moment I'll get on with what's been happening in the village. Just get this started. Oh, I better say this. It's field 10. 0.0 4.5 meter. Alright, he's there. First waypoint, drive course. And put it on to the right. No, that's better. And just hop in the JCB and get that out of the way. He's dropping, yep. Take this back to the farm. put this onto the cedar eventually, but I need to just take some more food around the area. Just gotta remember where I put everything. And we'll have a quick look around at some of these other fields, see how they're doing. Now I have put this onto 2-day growth cycles now, which means there's 2 days between each spurt of growth, because it will just begin to get a little bit too hectic for this poor old boy. Alright, anyway, what's been happening? I was in the pub the other night with a heard a few things. One was our newest member of the farm community on Old Ridge. Sean had a run-in, well, not so much him but his wife, with the cult. It's alright. Just gonna have a wander in the field. Apparently the first 2 children were born out of wedlock. In this day and age it's quite normal. But Mrs. Crawford Brown found out, and he's now added to the list. The list of people is getting longer and longer. As I say, I was in the pub the other Friday, and the vicar was in there, and he came over and said, "Hey Mayor, what do you want to drink?" And I said, "Well, what are you willing to buy me?" So he bought me a whiskey, and I bought my food back, as you do. See how he's doing. Oh, yeah, he's getting on there. And he said, you should read the next issue of the Parish Magazine, which Vicar is the editor, publisher and chief writer. And also, I know you don't go to church, but you should hear the sermon I'm going to be preaching this Sunday. I said, well, you're not getting me in church, as you know, I don't believe. Some few more whiskies later, and he said, come on round to the vicarage and I'll show you the sermon. So, bought a bottle of whiskey, as one does, on the way to see the vicar. Went back, I went to his, and I had to read the sermon. It's quite heavy stuff. He has blasted Mrs. Crawford Brown from here to high heaven. I can see another one being added to the list before long. So, we know a few days after, and the sermon's been read, and a lot of the village were talking about it. As he started to read the sermon, there's about half a dozen members of the cult in the area, and en masse they walked out. Didn't leave many in the church, I understand, but the vicar made his feelings felt. I read his bit on the cult in the Parish Magazine, and he really has laid into it. Well, I don't do any good, it doesn't matter. But there's a follow-up to this. I heard only yesterday that Mrs. Crawford Brown is complaining to the bishop. Yeah, I've got it. Just going to fill everything up with ration again. I'll have to go around with water fairly soon again, I think. Right, yes, it's sort of laid into and gets better. As I guessed, her ladyship has come out in favour of the villagers. but Lord Nafoki is not very well at the moment. He is a very sick man, so she's said she won't be able to do anything for us, just give us a support, but she's rather worried about her husband. It could be interesting, succession-wise, if when and if Lord Nafokia kicks the bucket, as we know, no longer the succession has to go to the eldest son. It now goes to the eldest child, which is their daughter. I was going to say she's a pleasant girl. Well, she's a nice girl, but it's rather too horsey for my tastes. But I think if she gets the title, the place will carry on almost as it is now. But if the son does, I think we could see big changes. So that's by the by. Son is more interested in making money than his lordship ever was, and his daughter is very similar to his lordship. And it could, that could cause a few problems around here if the title passes to the son. But under the law as it stands at the moment, it shouldn't do. But then again, that's putting his lordship in his grave before he's ready. Right, let's just whip up to this. I'm going to make this one a two-parter because there's quite a bit to be done. I know it's normally written at harvest, it's the busy time on the farm. I always find this time of year is busier, especially if you're running a mixed farm, as we are. We have the animals to carry on looking after. We have all the crops to get in the ground and get them in at the right time. Just trying to remember where this turning is. I'm going to be beacons all over. Yes, it's a busy old time. And it made him worse with the lack of rain, because it means that I'm going to have to figure out how best I can get the water in. I haven't looked yet at 5 and 6, see how they stood up having the muck put on them. I think we're trying to remember to swing past those on the way back from doing the lambs. I also want to get down and cut some more grass. As we say, it's all go at the moment. And the wife's been getting on to me again about getting some chickens. She seems to have this thing about chickens at the moment. And I might just check and see how much wool I've got here. Do that, sort of swing past after filling the lambs up. There's still water in there. And that's very important with the drought, is to make certain we've always got plenty of water in with the animals. None of us around here wants to see our animals suffer, and not because of the financial costs involved, but just to have animals suffering is not good. Now, let's just see what we've got there. Well, it looks like we've got a few here. We'll soon have to... I'll just stop and see exactly how many we've got. I think. Yeah, 4, so we'll give it a few more. I think we can get half a dozen on our trailer, or a dozen on our trailer, so we'll wait till we've got a few more on here. Alright, let's go back to the milk cows, which is where Kylie is at the moment. She's with the vet on the milk cows and just checking they're okay. One of the things we have to have done regularly is to have them TB tested. And I was just trying to remember to swing past the turn in here. Past 4 and 7. Oh, the muck's still on there. Let's just see what that's done. Oh, we'll stop and go for the fence. Or I think they slowed the moisture loss down a lot. I think this one had 0 moisture. No, still at 0 in places. Yeah, it's still very low moisture, and there's nothing whatsoever we can do about these fields. And we could well lose all our soy. Forgot where I left my tractor. Always embarrassing. Oh, and word for Sean, you might notice if you looked at all the tractors that aren't that all clean, I got round to washing the lot and some of the equipment. It won't stay like that. Come. Oh, it looks like it's almost done, so we get this in there. We better get this onto the seeder. Well, I've been coiling back and she can get onto the sprayer and spray it as soon as it's seeded. Not going to put it in these ones here. I'm just going to swing by and have a look to see if the water looks okay. Haven't got any more, not much more straw left, so I can't put any more straw in. If I remember correctly, the feed is here. Just go silent if I'm trying to put this into the right place. That's there. I'm not certain how I'm going to manage to increase my amount of cattle. I can't say I'm going to keep them fed. Everywhere is parched here now. Absolutely parched. I might just run the water around quickly just to make certain it don't run out. As soon as Paul's finished, I'll move him onto another field. sometimes I can do this without actually getting out. Bit closer, I'll come out and just pull it over a bit closer to the wall. That's better. That'll do. We've just now got the right bait and another lot of soy to put in, the lighter soy to put in, non-organic soy to go in, and then about harvest time I'll actually put in some forage maize. I'm going to be cutting it during the winter. I don't want it to ripen, as I just want the tops out of it really. Keep thinking of changing this for a bigger one, but it's full, yeah. Now where shall we start? Well, we're down this end, we might as well do this end. Milk cows, then go up to the sheep and lambs. Might have to come back and fill this up before we go up to the sheep. Not really the best way to do it, but I always find it easier just to drive through the rearing sheds. But that give me a chance to have a look at the pigs. I do love to see them rolling about. They look happy pigs. Just put the F1 menu up so I can see when I'm actually on the mark. Shouldn't take a lot, but I don't think we've been using too much. That's hardly taking anything. Looks like it's almost time we clean this out again. Refill again. Yep. Never certain which is the best way to do this because it's not easy getting out of her. Mind you, we're going to the cows, not too bad coming this way round. Oh, that took a bit more. Oh yes, it is well down the water. Over here. Right, over to the milk cows. though we're now coming to yet another season, at least we should have Charles out for the beet harvest. Because I think if we get beet harvest going, we might well want all three of us doing it. 2 carton of wine, 1 on the harvester. All 3 of the hands. I don't think I've only got 1 trial, so unless I use the grind trial and wash it out well afterwards. Certainly can't use the muck trialer. Let's see how much muck we got in here. Oh, it's building up again. I should be about another load of muck on the fields. Oh, my, I have enough to do everything. These fields will be the last to be planted. I might even put a second break crop in there. I might just cultivate in what's there now and then put a second one in straight afterwards. I think I might treat myself to another cultivator if I can afford it. Getting to that point, I don't really want to use the big trialed cultivators. I prefer the solid mount ones because you can't get those in bigger sizes. If I'm going for this, I'm probably more sensible to go in the other way, but I think I'll fill up the lambs first and whatever we've got left will go into the sheep. Yeah, the grass is disappearing. Just need to pop over and have a look at this field again. Oops. Take the handbrake off, why don't you? Biggest part of running a farm is to keep a close eye on your fields. Ooh, yes, it could. I need to put some slurry on here and some lime. I think also if the other two doing the field, I think I should carry on doing looking after grassland. I can't see how much slurry I've got in there, not close enough. There's a reversing I dislike. Just hit me button as I was. Oh my god. Oh. See if we're getting this R on this one. Oh. Oh, I've still got some water left here. So I'm surprised about that. At least that's the animals looked after. I'll get this back. And a quick look see how it pulls down, then call it for this episode, and I'll do another one almost straight after. Well, I won't say straight after. Over this weekend to finish the day off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing back around by 10 and have a look and see what's what down here. I still haven't done anything with those allotments. I really wanted that field badly. Let's have a look. Too badly parked. See, do anything, just oh, nice. He's decided to say hello to the bus stop. Let's pull him back. As good as finished, but go over this bit here, drop it, switch it on. Fold it up. Just take it to one. Alright, what we do now then, change the plan, we'll just get started on here and then call it in. I'll finish one off screen, and when we come back we should be ready to start 12, and I'll get 10 seeded, possibly 1 seeded off screen, and we do biggest part of 12 on screen. This is field 1, and we got 4.5. No, we haven't. Right, so we've got to make another course up. That's 4.5. Start on the southwest, going north. I've really must sort some of these courses out. I've got a lot I no longer use, and a lot I could just clear out. Alright. First waypoint. Alright, that's it. Alright, with that I'll say thank you for subscribing, watching, liking, commenting, and cheerio for now.